Welcome home, Vanessa. You're on Kiss FM Los Angeles. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
It's a homecoming of sorts. Nick, your husband is floating around the East Coast, and here you are. Are you in Hawaii now?
I'm in Hawaii now, yes. And he just literally left you. You've got a Lachey sandwich today. You're going to be sick of it.
I said to him, how's it going? Because I want to hear more about the decision to take this amazing role and then bring everybody to Hawaii in a second. But I said to him, how's it going? Because to everybody here, it seems like a dream. And he said it's great, except he's trying to figure out sometimes what to do in the middle of the day. And he said I said, well, what about surfing? Or what about learning a language? He said he's working on his golf.
Well, the number one thing is, why don't you go surfing? And he's like, I'm 47 and I've never surfed. He did once. I think he did a Kelly Slater charity thing. But he's like, I just to learn it now at 47 doesn't really excite him. And so then, everyone says, well, then go golf. And while that's a sport he can play solo, he's also like, who am I going to go with and have a beer with? And so I think you literally hit it on the head. It sounds so sexy and dreamy and amazing. And if you ask anybody on the street, 10 people, would you move to Hawaii for work? I believe 10 out of 10 would say yes.
Mm-hmm,
and then you get here, and I do have work, and I have my crew and my cast. And, when I come home, I'm studying. I have the kids. I'm excited to see them because I haven't seen them all day. Meanwhile, Nick's like, hey,
let's go do something.
I've been here all day with these kids and nothing else to do. And while he's the best daddy in the world, he's like, let's go do something. And I'm like, I can't. I got to work tomorrow at 4 a.m. And
Vanessa Lachey with us now, who's on location in Hawaii doing it's on Mondays, 10 p.m. on CBS, but NCIS Hawaii. So I think people who are listening can relate to a great opportunity comes up. You've got the family, but that job requires a relocation for a period of time. Was it difficult?
I think, too, back to, athletes. They have to move all the time. But then I realized they have the team. And I think that's the hardest part, not only being older trying to make friends, but, being Nick Lachey trying to make friends. You know what I mean? So he's a super social guy, but we just don't know. We don't know what people's expectations are and motives. And I don't mean the people on the island. Everybody here is so warm, so kind, so welcoming. It's hard for him because he's literally isolated. It's only us. But nobody had a crystal ball. Nobody could say what's going to happen, and he doesn't regret it. He's like, if we went back in time, I still would say yes because this opportunity is great for you and for our family and for our marriage. But he's also just being realistic. He loves it. We wake up every day. I'm looking at the ocean right now. It's unreal, and they've been so warm and welcoming here of our family and Ohana. But I think at times for him, isolating. So then I said, why don't you get back into acting and we'll write you in the show?
Yes. Brilliant. And did he say cool? Does he like it?
He hates. That's why he saw you today. He loves singing and he loves, being a personality and hosting. He, which is really sweet. He doesn't like pretending to be someone he's not. And he actually said, I don't know how to be anybody else but myself. Which I think is why acting for him is it gives him anxiety.
That's charming. I mean, and I'm just looking at some of the success of NCIS Hawaii. It is a massive hit. I mean, this franchise is big. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're the first female lead at an NCIS show? Is that right?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's 2021, and wow. I'm the first female NCIS franchise lead, which is such an honor and so awesome, and I get to live to see the day.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great. It's great, but I can't believe it hadn't happened already in a way,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of changes are happening in the world and in our industry, and I'm excited to be literally along for the ride.
All right, before you go, Tanya was telling me about your book. Is it targeted for unmarried, unkidded up, right? Or is it targeted for kidded up and married?
It's targeted for those who crave tradition, familiarity, nostalgia, exciting family and friends entertaining. So,
it's everything.
It's probably it's basically in a nutshell. I haven't really been forthcoming about my childhood, not because anything to hide, but it's just never really come up in conversations or interviews.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom left when I was really young. she literally just left me, and it's in the book at the beginning, in the introduction. And instead of saying the glass is half empty, which I did for a very long time, I finally just kind of bucked up and said, what am I going to do about it? I'm going to find my Prince Charming. We're going to have a family, and I'm going to give them heirlooms and traditions and things to look forward to and recipes that they can make and jewelry that they can keep. And so, yeah, it's literally, I created this life from scratch with Nick, as I guess he would be my sous chef. And then the tagline is that family traditions that start with you, and none of our messy pasts, or just our past for that matter, have to define our future and where we're going and what we want in life. So if you want to cuddle up with a book, with my book, Ryan, and a glass of wine and a little padded pencil, then yes, it could be targeted to unmarried single men.
So look for a cameo from a member of 98 Degrees on NCIS Hawaii soon. Vanessa Lachey with us. He's going to play himself, Nick. You know, they're on tour. They're in Hawaii.
I'm just trying to get him in a uniform.
It all goes down. I love it. And pre-order Vanessa's book. It's called Life from Scratch, and it is out November 30th. Vanessa, thank you for coming on, and we'll hope to see you back soon. Okay.
I hope so as well. Take care.
Bye-bye.